Browns came out very flat in that game, and they were down early. And then there's this amazing comeback. Kosar and Ernest Miner had an amazing second half. But the Browns got the ball back, and they were driving with a chance to make the game-tying touchdown. And then the fumble happened.
Draw to Biner. Ernest Biner. Fumble the ball, and Denver has recovered. Oh, my.
And that was the first time as a kid I had a very hard time comprehending. So like, well, this was supposed to be our turn. That's fucked up. I don't like how this ended. And I got really, I cried. The fumble really bothered me. But we're supposed to win now. This is our turn. We're coming back. We're going to tie the game, and we're going to win in overtime against the Broncos. And that did not happen.
Really heartbreak for Biner, who had picked up the first down, who was ready to take it into the end zone.
The 0-1 pitch. A liner off Maggie's glove into center field.
The inbounds pass comes into Jordan. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on the goal.
My name is Andy Billman. I'm a producer, director of documentaries. I'm originally from Elyria, Ohio, just outside of Cleveland on the west side. When I started at ESPN Films was in 2009, and I was an associate producer. My first film I worked on was a film called Winning Time. It was about the Reggie Miller rivalry with the New York Knicks. I worked on Youngstown Boys. Book of Manning was a huge film. I helped produce that. And I did many other films. I've produced over 40 films up to this point so far. Cleveland was a city of champions in the late 40s, early 50s. When everything started going on the uptick in the 80s, the Browns especially led the charge. Very good teams, very talented teams, and what ended up happening is not only would they lose, they'd lose in a flaming ball of fire.
Off Nagy's glove, the Florida Marlins have won the World Series.
Into the end zone. Was it intercepted? Oakland intercepted the ball. Here's Michael at the foul line. A shot on Elo. Good! The Bulls win! Touchdown, Mark Jackson.
They would get names like Red Right 88 or The Drive or The Fumble, and people would write stories about them, and not just like in a local column in Cleveland Plain Dealer. Sports Illustrated, NFL Films, they all did things on this. So the Cleveland sports scene had a uniqueness of not just losing, but losing hard, losing badly. It's one thing to lose and you kind of shrug your shoulders and you go, hey, we lost by 20, but we tried. In this case, it's like, we thought we were going to the Super Bowl and we're not, and everybody's depressed, and dad breaks TVs and everything goes to hell. Believeland is the power of sports in a city, and kind of what we talked about here today, how sports really forms that city more than any other city, in my opinion, and how, again, it's kind of the lifeblood of the city. I think I pitched the film in 2011, but again, I was just a young producer. I mean, I was just producing. I had this vision of like, it's gonna be great, but other people in my group were like, I don't think no one's gonna care. And that surprised me. But maybe it shouldn't have, because that's what Cleveland's perhaps been. No one cares about Cleveland, whatever. Hopefully Believeland taught people differently. So the first time it came out, for people who saw the original Believeland, LeBron and the Cavs losing Game 6, and the whole thing, again, plays true. And again, that's the whole thing about Cleveland. Next year, wait till next year. Don't worry, we got it next year.
Next season, Kyrie, Kevin Love, it's gonna be back. We'll be back.
This is so Cleveland. We just lost, we're like, we got it. Don't worry, we got it next year. And by the way, they were right. The last fourth quarter was a real struggle. It was your classic sports moment where the game got tensed up and naturally defense took over, and neither team was making shots. A big moment in that game was LeBron's block on Iguodala. But honestly, Kyrie's shot was a game-changing championship moment.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good!
And when LeBron hit that second free throw, all that stuff came back to my head. It's like, this is either gonna be the worst fucking loss ever, but I don't think that. I think they're going to win. Like, I go, oh my God, I'm living the film in the film. You know, again, it was that rare moment, even as me, if I were not a Cleveland fan, it's like, Okay, I've done this now long enough. I know there's still seconds left. Game's over. That championship changed everything. It elevated the city's spirits. Cleveland is a city of champions. And how silly that sounds, it means a lot to the city. As a person, though, it changed my career and changed my life forever. I'm ever emboldened to the city of Cleveland and to that team. Changed my life in the best way. It puts a different ending to a film that never happens. When your film ends, the film ends. That's it. In my case, the film actually needed to be changed because something happened that changed and altered my whole vision for the film. It just was, it was a magic carpet ride. It just was surreal. If it was really, okay, Believeland, it was dreamland. It's like, is this happening? Like, this can't be happening. And it was amazing.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No. Jared Watson, I fucking did it, asshole. So he doubted me.